Nowhere. Arezu Zargra from Iran. From a phenomenological point of view, the person and the world are two inseparable parts. In this way, we intend to comprehend society concerning our world and give it existence. When talking about the world around a person, two parameters, place and time, become especially important. This paper discusses the issue of place, its connection with humans, and its identity. We are reading from the International Seminar on Home and Displacement arranged by Bangladesh Shilpakala Academy for 19th Asian Art Biennale Bangladesh 2022. 9 and 10 December, it's happened in Dhaka, Bangladesh. The concept of place has long attracted the attention of various scientific fields such as sociology, anthropology, and human geography. Research related to this concept begins with the difference between the place and shape. Specialists in sociology and human geography believe that space is made up of the material and human world, and when people, groups, or culture processes exist in a space, they give meaning to it and it becomes a place. From Simon's point of view, the place not only refers to a geographical location but also confirms the main character of a place and characterizes it from other places. Heidegger also believes that when the beings of the world come into existence and encounter each other, the concept of the place is created. Heidegger also believes that Heidegger also believes that when the beings of the world come into existence and encounter each other, the concept of the place is created. From Simon's point of view, the place not only refers to a geographical location but also confirms the main character of the place and characterizes it from other places. Rapport considers the role of culture to be significant in the construction of the meaning of place. Also, he believes that people, with their set of values, beliefs, and worldviews, turn a meaningless geographical space into a place. We deems the place as a general and unified experience that is manifested through the design process, and it consists of the direct and unconscious transformation of a culture, its needs, besides values, the desires, dreams, and the feelings of its people into a physical form that lacks pretense and demands adaptation to the place and climate, respect for other people and places, the natural environments that are its characteristics. As mentioned, in the past decades, sociologists have pointed out that it is essential to be more detailed about the concept of place and consider it one of the most influential categories in social phenomena. They have contended that sociological texts have stereotypically treated the place as a simple independent variable or merely behind the scenes of social action, while the place should be studied as a concept mixed with other social processes. They have contended that sociological texts have stereotypically treated the place as a simple independent variable or merely behind the scenes of social action, while the place should be studied as a concept mixed with the social processes. Home is a common concept for all the people of the world. A home is a kind of place, one is crucial aspects of living in the world, which Simon believes is being at home or being comfortable in this spatial place that involves people in the world. Home is the most important mental centrality of place and belonging to it. Although, when we hear its name, we consider ourselves free from the interpretation and understanding of its meaning is completely obvious to us. But in fact, the meaning of the home is remarkable in different societies and cultures, and this meaning has changed throughout the history of human life. Although today we have moved away from the cultural and philosophical concept of home, this place implies the construction of the kind of a group coexistence of humans who have specified relationships with each other. The house can be considered one of the oldest human places. In this regard, Rappaport says that the house is more than a physical structure. It is an institution with multidimensional functions. Since building a house is a cultural matter, Its shape and organization are naturally influenced by the culture that the house is a product of. Heidegger is one of the rare philosophers. Heidegger is one of the rare philosophers who pay special attention to the real concept and quintessence of the home. Heidegger attempts to prove the meaning and the origin of the word making in the German language with being, planting a plant and taking care of it, and habitation is the same. Heidegger is one of the rare philosophers who pays special attention to the real concept and quintessence of the home. Heidegger attempts to prove the meaning and the origin of the word making in the German language with being, planting a plant and taking care of it, and habitation in the same way. So, three words: being, planting a plant and taking care of it, and habitation in it's the same. According to Heidegger, inhabiting itself is a clear sign of existence, an existence that proportion of humans is mortal. He considers thinking to be essential in the phenomenon of residence and says that dwelling it Dwelling is the result of thinking and building. But if these two parameters are not placed together, the settlement will not be known. Thus, according to the Heidegger, home is today's forms is rootless. Thus, according to Heidegger, home in today's forms is rootless. Following the concept of home, we must talk about the concept of displacement. Moving is a kind of choice at first glance, but with more precision, it can be understood as a kind of compulsion that can take on a color of choice. Humans have migrated for many reasons throughout the history. Even today, these reasons are clearly understandable. Survival, desire for a better life, and climate changes, political issues, war, and gaining experiences can be reasons for migration. Individual motivations are the difference between human migration and geographical and biological displacement. Individual motivations are the difference between human migration and geographical and biological displacement. Migration is a two-way change. Besides, it can change social relations such as capital, knowledge, development, and modernization, and it causes the transformation of traditions. Also, changes in the age pyramid and genetic structure in a population. Now, if we look at displacement from Heidegger's point of view, if you forcefully leave aside the parameter of thinking, which is the result of culture and experience living in a place, during settlement, this displacement and inhabited in a new place will be rootless. This is a feeling that happens to many people after migration. The emotion of being in nowhere. Nowhere is living in a blank. The emotion of being in nowhere is লিভিং ইন এ ব্ল্যাঙ্ক। এখানে যে রেফারেন্সগুলো ব্যবহার হয়েছে সেগুলো হচ্ছে হেইডেগারের 1962 বিং অ্যান্ড টাইম, নিউ ইয়র্ক, হারপার অ্যান্ড রো, র্যাপোপোর্ট 1969-এর হাউস ফর্ম অ্যান্ড কালচার, পেজ 46, সিমন ডি 1989 হিউম্যানিস্টিক অ্যান্ড phenomenological advances in environmental design, humanistic psychologist, Simon D. 2000b, A Way of Seeing People and Place, Phenomenology in Environment Behavior Research. In S. Wapner, Demick, Yamamoto, and Minami, Theoretical Perspectives in Environmental Behavior Research, New York, Plenum.